Friends, welcome to session 1B. In the meantime, in the break, I had asked you one question that are you enjoying? And I got reply from most of you, yes. I hope that reply was from your heart and not, just to say. Why I asked you that question, there is one logic. What I have observed is, over these years, that those who enjoy and what things we enjoy, it's easy to succeed in them. As simple as that. The things which we enjoy, it is easy to be successful in them. Think of this. So if you start understanding these things in tax which we are discussing, the solutions and all will automatically flow. It won't be that difficult. Of course, I mean the efforts won't look like the efforts. Are you getting my point? Yes. The screen is small. Which screen is small? Which screen you are saying is small? I'm not getting it. It is same the way it was in session 1A. It is same actually. There is no difference which I have done. What screen is small? Let me check. Okay. Okay, got the point. Change the view to it's the same actually. Okay, go to the chat mode. Fine. I don't know now what to do as far as your visuality on Zoom is concerned. I think you will have to check the settings at your end. Yeah, it's fine, right? So some of you are saying it's fine, some of you are saying it's not fine. So I think those who are saying it's not fine, you will have to check the settings at your end. Fine, chalo, let's start. See this illustration on page 67. As I told you, it is mixed bag of 27 to 31. So see page 67, first illustration. Page 67, first illustration. See, Mr. X purchases an Apple iPhone, open market value 80,000 from registered mobile dealer in exchange of his existing mobile phone. Registered mobile dealer agreed to accept 72,000 instead of his quote of 75,000 as he would still be in profitable position. The old mobile phone can be sold for rupees 10,000. What is the accessible value in this case? Now see, Harish, it is not 82,000. We have to go with rule number. Which rule number we are talking about here? 27. Why we are talking about 27 is because, yes, it's very simple. Why we are talking about 27? Because price is not sole consideration. So in this situation, A clause was talking about considering open market value, and open market value is 80,000. So what I have to do is, I have to be objective. I have to be objective. Objective means what? I should know that what destination I have to reach. So what destination I have to reach here is, you should not get into the flow of the question unnecessarily. Got it? Means you should not read the facts and create a confusion. So simple thing one you should understand is AV I want to find out. Yes. Okay, Harish, this is a general instruction for all, not specific to you. So in general I am telling you how to evaluate this situation. I want to find out AV, but I know AV cannot be taken as TV because the transaction is not, I mean price is not the sole consideration, so I have to go to the rules. So rule here will be 27, because price is not sole consideration. In that situation we have to go to 27. 27 first talks about open market value. Is open market value available? Yes. So take that open market value. Agreed? Yes. Very good. So check how to present. Matters, right? How to present. As per rule 27, do you want me to read it or you can do it? You can do it? Yes. Good. Second, see second. Mr. S supplied goods X to R for consideration of 5 lakh, excluding taxes. R also gave some material, okay, to Mr. S as consideration for such supply, whose value was 20,000. Got it? Mr. S has supplied the same goods to another person at 5,71,200. But how is it 5,71,200? That is including GST at 12%. So what will be the value of supply? So value of supply has to be open market value, but open market value should specifically exclude GST. So 571,200 equal to 112. So 100 is what? So 100 is 5,10,000. Check. 5,10,000 is your final answer. Agreed, all of you? Yes. Then what would be your answer if price of 571,200 is not available? If that is not available at the time of supply of goods to Mr. R, means if open market value is not available. We are in rule number 27. So after A clause, when we go to B clause is asking us to, yes, what is B clause asking us to do? B clause is asking us to go for price plus money value of that which is given in kind. So money value of that which is given in kind is 20,000. So final answer will be 5,20,000. Check. Agreed? And finally, what would your answer be? Okay, that we have done. What would your answer be in the above case if open market value of supply is not available, but at the time of supply of goods by Mr. S, identical goods have been supplied at a price of 5,25,000. So please understand, in this case, what has to be understood is answer is 525, but you don't directly jump to clause C. Check what I have given here. If open market value is not available, further value of goods given along with price is also not available. In short, if you cannot follow A and there is no possibility of following B also, then you will say that accessible value is nothing but the price of like, kind and quality of goods. That is 5,25,000. Understood? So question actually needed a bit of modification. That, see, means in exam they can ask you such question. You have to understand this assumption. I told in objectivity, you don't jump from A to C. You first try to go to B. They are saying in this question that what would your answer be in the above case if open market value of supply is not available? Means that 571,200 is not available. But they should say, they should have said that also the value of goods supplied by Mr. S is not known. Getting it? Nahi, supplied by R. Sorry. Value of goods supplied by recipient of supply to supplier is not known. That also they should have said. Then going to 525 is correct. Did you all get my point? Means if that 20,000 was also not available, then fine. So this way you can tackle these questions. Okay, please you can go through third and fourth yourself. Check. Question number 7. Suppose 7th question on page 69. GG Limited supplied printers from its establishment located in Maharashtra to its computer manufacturing unit in Rajasthan at 10,000 per unit. What is this? So can I say that Maharashtra unit and Rajasthan unit are two distinct persons because they are both of GG Limited having same PAN? Yes, they have supplied printers to independent recipient at 14,160 in the market. Yes, so what will be the accessible value in this case? So which rule are we applying? First of all, we are applying rule 28. Very good. What has happened here is, first of all, you are applying 28. Agreed? Very good. After that, what you should understand is you should take open market value. So open market value, to find out that 14,160 is including GST at 18%. So 14,160 is equal to 118. So 100 will be how much? So 14,160 into 18 upon 118 will be GST. Exclude GST. You will get the open market value. Important is, if this is for 5 marks, first of all you should establish that why you are going to rule number 28. You are going to rule number 28 because it's a transaction between distinct persons. So meaning of distinct persons I have told you here, and it is covered in section 7 scope of supply in schedule 1. That's why it is supply when goods are sent by one party to another party which are distinct having same PAN. But in this case we cannot agree and accept TV as AV. Therefore we have to apply rules. So we are doing section 15 subsection 4 read with rule 28, and we are going for open market value. But definition of open market value says that it should exclude GST. It's very logical. You are finding accessible value which excludes GST. So open market value should also exclude GST. So exclude GST and get the price. Did you understand? Yes. Going ahead now. So I think you can tackle these questions. Go through lot of practice questions I have given you here. Okay. On 29 we will do one question of this home appliances. See, Home Appliances Limited, Faridabad, has 15 agents located across the state of Haryana. So what should click to you? First of all, right now we are doing valuation, that's why you will say rule 29. But in exam, according to me, when lot of information is given, first and foremost thing you should do is try to find out what exactly is asked. So see, here since I have given the heading as rule 29, I have also not given you what is asked, but usually the last sentence of the question would carry the main question. that is find out assessable value, or whatever is question they want to ask you. Here check, Home Appliances Limited Faridabad has 15 agents located across the state of Haryana except Faridabad. Okay, the stock of vacuum cleaners is dispatched on just-in-time basis from Home Appliances Limited to location of agents based on receipt of orders from various dealers on fortnightly basis, that is every 15 days. Home Appliances Limited is also engaged in wholesale supply of vacuum cleaners in Faridabad. An agent places an order for dispatch of 20 vacuum cleaners on 10th December 2020. Home Appliances Limited had sold 20 vacuum cleaners to retailer in Faridabad on 8th December 2020 for 1,30,000. Okay, agent affects the sale of 20 units to the dealer who would affect the sales on MRP basis, that is 7,000 per unit. Did you understand dynamics in this question? We are in rule number 29 as you told me. First you will observe open market value, right? That is the first thing. If open market value is not available, then you can go for residual 30-31. But on optional basis there is one more thing that you can do. On optional basis you can do what? 90% of the price at which agent is selling goods to third parties, right? This should click to you what we have done just now. So check, I have given you here in this diagrammatic, in this way I have given you. See this mouse, 1 minute, will make this mouse functional. What has happened to mouse? One thing I have understood, all equipments should be in place. See, so this is the open market value, 1,26,000. I have kept here Home Appliances Limited. They are sending the goods to agents. At what price they are sending? Yes, one question that is coming up is, do we need to write both the answers with rule 31 or option 90%? Why rule 31 is there? Rule 31 will not come in picture in this case because open market value is known, isn't it? That open market value is, yes, 1,30,000, because to others as Home Appliances I have sold for 1,30,000. That is open market value. I said, Mahi, if open market value was not available, then you will go to 30 or 31 as the case may be. Agreed? Got it? On optional basis, what you can do? On optional basis, at what price is agent selling to dealers? 1,40,000. Of that you can take 90%, which is 1,26,000. Did you understand, all of you? Mahi, is it clear what I explained you? That there will be no need to go to 30-31 in this case? Yes, very good. So my request would be to all of you to cover all the practice questions as well. Okay, chalo, let us go ahead. Rule 31A. So all of you clear till 27 to 31? Now 31A. It is value of supply in case of lottery, betting, gambling, horse racing. What it will be? So in case of lottery, it shall be deemed to be 100 by 128 means value, whatever is the of what? Of face value of ticket. There will be face value of ticket or price notified in the official gazette. Out of these two, you should check whichever is higher, and that higher amount will be deemed as, yes, that it will be deemed as 128. So what is 100? So what you should do in short is take that figure multiplied by 100 divided by 128. Okay. So of course in extra question session you will get one extra question on this. 2 questions I've already drafted on this. I'll put them as extra questions. Then betting, gambling, horse racing. The value of supply of this actionable claim, okay, shall be 100% of face value of the bet. Right? Then 32. Sorry, what is 32? Do you know what is 32? 32 is, you know, various services. In case of various services, in 32 the valuation is given. Yes. So 32 2A, starting with, I hope you all are sitting with calculators. Yes. So starting with money changing service, 32 2A has money changing service. Check. So what to do in case of money changing services? See, we'll try to understand with help of this example. It is very simple. Question 1. Check the question. Messrs. Money Express Limited Jaipur is authorized money changer registered under FEMA 1999. It enters into following transactions of money changing. So basically in money changing, what is happening? The margin you should check. Margin of the dealer you should check. Achha, what is to be understood in this case is, if there is inter-se exchange between the banks or inter-se exchange between the authorized dealers or exchange between dealer and bank, then it is exempt supply. Agreed? So Thomas Cook dealing with SBI, SBI dealing with Bank of Maharashtra, this is all exempt supply. What will be taxable? Taxable will be when Thomas Cook deals with other consumers or when SBI deals with other consumers. It will be taxable. So in that case, what exactly should be the value of supply? That is discussed in this 32 2A. See, in this case what has happened? This Money Express Limited, which seems to be authorized dealer as registered in FEMA, they have given you following information. They have sold 10,000 US dollars at what? Rupees 71 per dollar. That is the selling price. That is the exchange price of 1 US dollar. And such $10,000 are sold. Point is, you cannot charge GST on 71 into 10,000 because that is not obviously the value of supply. So what you have to do in such cases is, you have to consider what is Reserve Bank of India reference rate. So what is the Reserve Bank of India reference rate for US dollar in given case? It is 70. Now you do 71 minus 70. So 1 rupee seems to be the profit. Don't write in exam that it's a profit, but 1 is the value. So 1 multiplied by, yes, margin you can say, right, 1 multiplied by 10,000. So 10,000 rupees will be the value of supply in this case. Agreed, all of you? Got it? Second situation, purchased 1,000 euro at 1 euro is equal to 70. Obviously this person is not a charitable trust, na? They will try to seek their profits. But 1 euro was at 71 RBI reference rate. So again profit earned is 1. So 1 into 1000, 1000. Agreed? Then purchased 1000 pounds at rupees 99 per pound. But when in market, that is RBI reference rate is 100. So obviously in exam while presentation, you will present it like this. You will say selling rate minus RBI reference rate multiplied by units of foreign currency sold. If we are talking about purchase by that authorized dealer, you will say RBI reference rate minus buying rate. That formula you can frame on the moment, higher minus lower multiplied by number of units. Yes. So it will be how much? Again 1 into 1000, 1000. Finally sold 50,000 units of currency ABC at 1 ABC equal to rupees 15. Now what has happened is RBI reference rate is not available. Did you understand? In this case RBI reference rate is not available. In such case you should check how many rupees are involved. So check how many rupees are involved. 50,000 into 15. Check. And of that you are supposed to take 1%. So check 50,000 into 15. Of that take 1% as value. Don't take entire as value, it will become huge amount. 1% is deemed margin, so you take 1% as value. That is the logic behind that. Clear? And finally what is happening is, as an Indian authorized dealer, you have sold 9680 US dollar for 6800 GBP. In short, rupees not involved. Now what you will do is, you will take RBI reference rate for dollar. So 9680 multiplied by 70, 6800 GBP multiplied by 100. Both you will keep calculated. Correct? Both you will keep calculated. And you will take whichever is less of that, you will take 1%. Agreed? Because deemed margin, what is deemed margin? Deemed margin is to 1%. But now of what to take 1%? That is the question. So you will take off whichever is less. So now you have found out value of supply in each of the case. Now you take total, you will get total accessible value. Agreed? And GST payable on that, you have to find out where the applicable rate of GST is 18%. Yes. So directly find out 18%. We don't know whether it is intrastate supply or interstate supply, or we don't know what is the bifurcation. Correct? Good. So you will be able to do that. Yes. Very good. Would I like to repeat? Those who are doing this question for the first time, because you have not attended the main batch, request will be you solve the question in a notebook. Let's go to second or next example, where I would like to tell you, if you don't want to follow 32(2)(a), which we did right now, then there is one option given to you. Yes. So on optional basis, you can do some different type of valuation for this foreign exchange. Correct? So shall we just quickly check that option? See that option. See, this is the option in 32(2)(b). So you will follow either 32(2)(a) or 32(2)(b, it will be given to you in your exam what has to be done. If they say that go for the option of 32(2)(b, you have to do according to these slabs which we are discussing. So shall we discuss the slabs now? 32(2)(b. Yes. What are the slabs? Where the gross amount of currency exchange is up to 1 lakh. In short, currency exchange is 0 to 1 lakh. In a transaction we are talking about. Then you should take 1% of gross amount of currency exchanged. Right? 1% is a deemed value, I told you from the beginning. So take that 1%. But government says at least 250 should be there. So that 1% or 250, whichever is higher, you should take. If currency exchanged is between 1 lakh to 10 lakh something, then you know on first 1 lakh it is 1%. Slabs, when I say slabs, then working is in this way. On first 1 lakh at what percent? Yes, on first 1 lakh at 1% will be 1000. Now exceeding that 1 lakh, whatever is the figure on that at 0.5%. Got it? And finally, when it exceeds 10 lakh, what you should do? You should take first 1 lakhs 1000, Gayatri next 9 lakhs 4500. So total 5500 is fixed, plus 0.1% of the amount which exceeds 10 lakhs. But here, thankfully, government has set a ceiling limit. Your value in this transaction cannot exceed 60,000. That's why the figure which you have got, that or 60,000 rupees, whichever is less. Agreed, all of you? Are you able to recollect this? Check the question. Actually, extra question of this also I have printed. I have typed. Now I am yet to make a video on that. See, MNO Limited Delhi is an authorized money changer registered under FEMA. It has entered the following transactions of supply of money changing. So you know, I covered this question in the last to last revision batch, and it was asked as it is in the exam in the old syllabus for about 10 marks, and then students came out dancing of the exam hall. Obviously, na, when you see something which you have covered in the class, then that is the reaction. And that too, just before the exam we had covered this in the revision batch. And funny thing I remember from that session is IPL match, interesting match, IPL match was going on. You know, June exams, then there's a IPL match in May, April somewhere, May only in this revision batch was taking place. Very few people attended that batch because of that IPL interesting Mumbai Indians match. What happened is, I obviously got angry. You know that I become angry and upset when you give preference to something else. When I am giving preference to your studies and you are giving preference to something else, then to, you know, I get angry. So that way it happened, and so I challenged the students. I told them that today I will compulsorily cover critical questions, and I literally took out all critical questions and covered on that day. And out of that, this was one of the questions. See, these students only told me this afterwards. Okay, I did not keep a record of these things. I am not a sadistic person. But this is what happened. They told me, sir, that was the issue. See now, what has happened? 600 transactions of conversion of dollars into rupees of 20,000 per transaction. I have to focus on rupees involved. Rupees involved are 20,000. So what you do is, it falls within 1 lakh. Take 1%. 1% comes to 200. Government does not accept 200. They want at least 250 as value. So value will be 250 per transaction. Into how many such transactions? They have consolidated similar transactions and given to us that such 600 transactions during the month or quarter, whatever it is. So 600 into 250. Agreed? Check. 1,50,000. Then 500 transaction of conversion of dollar in rupees, 1 lakh per transaction. 1 lakh means up to 1 lakh. Take 1%, 1,000, 1,000 or 250, whichever is higher. 1,000, 1,000 into 500, 5 lakh. Agreed? Yes. Next. So 5 lakh, is it? Yes, it is 5 lakh. 200 transactions of conversion of INR in dollars of 5 lakhs per transaction. 5 lakhs means, yes, Mr. Jain, Sachin, you have put such a wonderful DP or whatever it is. First 2 to 3 minutes of the class, session 1A, I thought yes, actually you have switched on your video, but then I understood no, you cannot sit in the same pose. Chalo. Just thought of telling you. See, I'm a nice idea. I had just read jokes about such things happening, but today I saw the actual case. Good. You're also laughing. Good. Good. See, so 5 lakh. So up to first 1 lakh, 1,000. Next 4 lakh at 0.5%. 4 lakh into 0.5 is 2,000. 2,000 plus 1,000, 3,000. 3,000 into 200. 6 lakh rupees. Check. 6 lakh. Got it? Shall we go ahead? Yes. Fourth, now 100 transactions of conversion of euro into INR, 500 lakh per transaction, means 5 crore, means exceeding 10 lakhs. Right? So what you do is first 10 lakh, 5,500, next 490 lakhs, 490 lakhs into 0.1%, which is 49,000. 49,000 plus 5,500, 54,500. 54,500 into 100 transactions. Because 54,500 you will accept because it is not exceeding 60,000. So you will get 54,50,000. Finally, 300 transactions of conversion of dollar into euro, we are not bothered, but 100 lakh per transaction. So up to 10 lakhs, 5,500, on 90 lakhs at 0.1%, which will be 9,000. 9,000 plus 5,500, 14,500. 14,500 into 300 such transactions, which is 43,50,000. If you take total, you will get 1 crore 10 lakh 50,000, and GST on that obviously you can calculate at what? 18%. Clear, all of you? Simple enough? Yes, I think we are going to meet target of completing by 10. Very good. Chalo, let's go ahead. Airline Associates has sold tickets for transport of passengers to Singapore. Now what happens, this is your air travel agent services given by air travel agents, specifically air traveler, not any other travel agents. So in that case, how is the valuation? In that case, how is the valuation? It is, in case of international bookings, margin is high. Margin is high. so it is 10%, and in case of domestic bookings margin is relatively low, so it is 5%. Agreed, Aditi? 5%, 10% funda, you understood? Yes. And it is of what? That is very important, because ये सवाल एग्जाम में आके आएगा मन में. This point will arise only in the exam hall, that it is 5%, 10%, but of what? So it is of what? Tell me. It is of the basic fare. It is not of the entire ticket price. It is of the basic fare. Okay, so see related example. Airline Associates has sold tickets for transport of passengers to Singapore and other foreign countries during the month of January. Total amount charged is 30 lakhs, of which 10 lakh is towards passenger taxes. So you will not include passenger taxes. So you will include only 20 lakhs. 30 minus 10. Basic fare seems to be only 20 lakhs. So of 20 lakhs you will take 10%, which is 2 lakh. Don't forget 2 lakh is not GST. 2 lakh is value. Like in last examples, that 1% and 0.5% and 0.1%, that was value. We are not talking about GST. We are talking about values here. Everything you should be careful about. 2 lakhs. On 2 lakhs you will pay GST at 18%, 36,000. Agreed? Then domestic flights. Abhishek, domestic flights. See, question for domestic flights. Kamal Associates has sold tickets for transport of passengers from various domestic flights. You know I keep on taking name of students in between. So if they say yes, I understand, okay, they are with me. If they don't reply, I understand that they have gone somewhere, keeping the video on. But eventually, common I am telling to all of you, you cannot fool me. If you are fooling me, you are fooling yourself. As simple as that. Means you attend all time or not, and you making good impression in front of me, that is not the motto of the batch, or that is not your motto of attending the batch. The motto of you attending the batch is you understanding and you getting out of it, isn't it? So remember that. Why I am telling you all? Because I have also taken admissions to multiple online courses, and what I do with them I know. Okay, it is difficult to focus online sometimes. Now at least you have a good motto of giving the exam. See, YouTube video when we watch, we skip it. It is simple. Before starting the video, we checked what is the length of the video. That is all that has happened. And basically the real fundamental, which was earlier TikTok, that fundamental has taken our patience level down to 10 seconds, unfortunately. Means 3 hours you are sitting in this generation at a given stretch is, you know, worth applauding. Because these days, oh thank you Dilip, because these days the concentration span has gone down to 10 seconds. If someone makes a video of 1 minute, you will, you know, fast forward that also. That fast forward I think is the most commonly used button. Okay, so see, check. So see, I have also increased my pace of revision batch. Earlier revision batch used to be more slower than this. So to catch up with all the things. Okay, see, now what has happened? Yes, total amount charged is 90 lakhs, of which 10 lakh is towards passenger taxes. So you will pay only on 80 lakhs. On 80 lakhs, you calculate at 5%. What is that? That is 4 lakh. On 4 lakh, you will pay the GST. Agreed? Yes. Very good. Students, you all and we all are so much engaged in scrolling these days. Scrolling, we keep on scrolling, right? Please stop scrolling now for next how many days? Next 25 days, 26 days, stop scrolling. Actually, there is one plan with me which I am going to execute from next exam. I am going to take. Okay, anyways, I'll keep it suspense only. Stop scrolling and start living. Stop scrolling and start living. That is what I would like to tell you. Make it your statement for next 26 days at least. Stop scrolling, start living. So because actually if you do live for next 26 days properly, you know you are going to get the success. I have already made a video on this, what to do exactly in this student phase for next 26 days at least. 26 are preparation days, 10 are exam days. So next 36-37 days, how you should behave. Behave means not for outsiders, for yourself. That video I have already made and uploaded, so you please watch that if you have not watched it. Okay, it is not for the purpose of increasing the views on the video. It is genuinely I want you to watch it, because those things again I cannot tell you. We cannot invest time on that. Okay, see, so you got it right? Air travel agent services. Yes. Now going to life insurance services. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. LIC का IPO आने वाला है, सो उस बात पे हम ये डिस्कस कर लेते हैं एटलीस्ट. GST कैसे लगता है ऑन लाइफ इंश्योरेंस सर्विसेज. नथिंग टू डू विथ IPO, नथिंग टू डू विथ IPO. ऐसे ही बोला मैंने. चेक. What happens in this case that insurance companies do not do insurance business only. If you understand this fundamental, that insurance companies do not do plain insurance business. They do a business where they club life insurance with savings. Getting it? Sahana has taken out, suppose, such a policy where Sahana pays 40,000 as premium per annum, and 25 years she is going to pay premium of 40,000 per annum, and then she is going to get a sum assured of 10 lakhs plus bonus of 10 lakhs. So 20-25 lakhs in bulk she is going to get. So what exactly has Sahana subscribed for? She has subscribed for life insurance plus savings. Agreed? If unfortunately something happens to the policy holder, then they means their nominees get the sum assured. That is life insurance part. But policy holder is alive and he gets the sum back. That is the saving part. So exactly which element is service? Only life insurance is a service. Saving is not the service. So whole attempt, Nikhil, whole attempt of this particular rule which we are discussing is to tell you how much is saving part and how much is insurance part. Getting the point? Because GST government can charge only on the insurance business part. Agreed? So whatever we are discussing is for endowment policy and not for term policy. Term policy covers only risk. Term policy covers only risk. Did you get my point? Okay, so that's why when they talk about this rule, they say that this rule does not apply to term policy, because 100% term policy means what? If as a policy holder I am alive till 75 and I have taken policy that will last till 75, then after I complete paying my last premium, I die at age of 85. Correct? So till 75 I paid the premium of 12,000 per annum. But thankfully nothing happened to me till 75. Whatever I have paid, I will not get back. I was paying for just securing my life till 75. That is term policy. So this is pure life insurance. So in pure life insurance, this entire 12,000 rupees is accessible value. Agreed, Deepashri? Upasana, did you understand? This entire amount in term policies is accessible value. But what happens in endowment, that I told you. Now see, with help of this example, what rule talks about. LIC of India provides following information for month of January 2020. You are required to compute value of taxable supply of services under Rule 32 Sub-Rule 4. They have sold general policies of which total premium collected is 12 lakhs, out of which first year premium is 5,000 lakh. Now what happens? Please understand. Do you agree with me that out of this 12,000 lakhs, we can bifurcate that for first year policies it is 5,000 lakhs, and for subsequent years policies it is 7,000 lakhs. Do you agree with me on this? Now my question to you is, do you agree that out of 5,000 lakhs, something will be towards life insurance, something will be towards savings? Same will happen with 7,000. Something will be towards life insurance, something will be towards savings. Now what government says, if it's a first year premium, then yes, 25% of the total premium will be your towards life insurance. 75% goes towards savings. I am not bothered with what goes towards savings. Will this exactly happen? I don't know, but this is the rule. It might be plus minus 5-10%. We don't know that, but this is the rule. So government has commonly observed and set this rule. Clear? If it's a subsequent year policy, then towards life insurance what goes is only 12.5%. So what happens here? First year premium is 5,000 lakh. So of 5,000 lakh, 25% is your accessible value, and of subsequent 7,000 lakhs, 12.5% is the accessible value. Agreed? Yes. Then second, single premium annuity policies. You must have seen advertisements that they also sell single premium, means you have to pay only once the premium. In such case, government has said that only 10% is towards policy. How much? Only 10% is towards policy, and balance 90% is towards savings. But I am interested in 10%. So 850 lakhs into 10%, 85. Only risk cover policies. Wonderful. These are actual life insurance policies. 100% is towards life insurance business. So you will take Pratiksha 100% of 500 lakhs. Correct? Finally, variable insurance policies. Here, see, this will not ideally happen practically, but it may happen. So they have given such case where policy company has given bifurcation as to how much is towards savings and how much is towards policy. So 80% of amount is allocated for investments, that is savings, on behalf of policy holder, for which policy holder is given separate breakup of premium receipts. So what you will do is, 8,000 lakhs minus 80% towards savings of 8,000 lakhs means 6,400 towards savings, 1,600 will be your assessable value. Agreed? Check. Yes? All of you got it? Yes. Wonderful. Very good. So, it is concised 25, 12.5, 10. Yes. तो कहीं पे शॉर्ट में लिख लो, राइट इट समवेयर इन शॉर्ट इन द टॉप मार्जिन. फर्स्ट ईयर प्रीमियम 25%, second year premium 12.5%, and single premium annuity policies 10%. प्रेरणा क्लियर? जरा उनकी तरफ भी ध्यान देते, those who have not switched on their videos. सुनील क्लियर? वैभव, गणेश, कियारा, getting all the things? Wonderful, wonderful. आपने फटाफट रिप्लाई किया, मतलब yes, you are attentive. वैभव, श्वेता, yes. गणेश इंस्पायर हो गया वीडियो ऑन करने के लिए, वेलकम. सचिन, वाह, मतलब आपने वो स्टैटिक वाला छोड़ दिया, अभी आप एक्चुअल में आ गए. वाह वाह वाह, बढ़िया. चलो गुड, लेट्स गो अहेड. मैं ऐसा बीच में मजाक किया तो चलेगा ना आपको? एकदम आप एग्जाम के सीरियस मोड में चले गए. इट्स ओके. समवन तो लेफ्ट मीटिंग, देयर वुड बी सम अदर रीजन, विल अज्यूम दैट. ओके, देखो, check now, whatever it is, check now. Value of supply of second hand goods. What happens in second hand goods? See, I am dealer in second hand goods. Suppose I'll purchase from someone and sell to someone. So I should not be, maybe I am purchasing from unregistered person. Are you getting the problem? When I am purchasing from unregistered person, he is not charging GST to me. So I am purchasing for 2 lakhs. This is best example for motor vehicles. I am charging, I am paying him 2 lakh rupees. Then what I am doing, that motor vehicle is with me, I am doing denting, painting, okay, and I am selling for 2,50,000. If I charge GST on 2,50,000, there might be a problem, because is value addition 2,50,000? Value addition is not 2,50,000. Value addition is only 50,000. So assessable value should be only 50,000. Getting the point? Yes, that is the whole point here. So assessable value here for second hand goods is equal to sale price minus purchase price. On exceptional basis, it can happen sometimes that you are selling at a loss. Means what? Sir, can you explain treatment for additions? Treatment for additions? Which additions? Additions means I have done denting, painting and cleaning, etc., etc. of that vehicle. Some part I have replaced, maybe. I have to neglect its treatment while calculating assessable value, because assessable value will be sale price minus purchase price. Not to include in the purchase price. No. Why not to include in the purchase price? Deemed to be included, because sale price minus purchase price means what? automatically my value additions plus profit, my cost plus profit, right? Got it, Dilip? Yes. One more thing I want to tell you, but you can take ITC of whatever additions you have done. On that, if GST you have paid, you can take its ITC. Since you have asked me about additions. Okay, let's understand now. Exceptional basis you may sell at a loss. Means what? I purchased a motor vehicle for 2 lakhs as a dealer in the vehicle market, in second hand market, and I was not able to sell it for many days. Finally I sold it for 1,90,000. Now 190 is the sale price, 2 lakh is the purchase price. There is a loss, so assessable value will not be negative, assessable value will be 0. Agreed? So 16th question deals with that. I don't think I am going to do the 16th question. Whatever example I gave you just now, it is similar. Got it? For sure I am going to do the 17th example because it is for second hand goods, but situation is very different. What is the situation? My company's name is Bajaj Finance and I have financed vehicle to Mr. X. What happened? I financed him for purchasing vehicle. Got it? Now what happened is he purchased vehicle with the loan of some good 6 lakhs from me, but he stopped paying me the EMI. So what is the option now? You know that his motor car is hypothecated with bank or the NBFC. So as Bajaj Finance, I repossessed his motor vehicle. After, why have I repossessed? I have repossessed because he is not paying. So after repossession, what will I do? To get my money back, to be on the track, to do that NP account correct, I will sell. You understand, no? Non-performing asset it has become for me. For my NBFC it has become an NPA. So to do that good, I will try to sell that asset. So there is a sale of second hand goods. Do you agree? Yes, you agree that there is a sale of second hand goods. Wonderful. Point here is sale price minus purchase price. Do I have purchase price as Bajaj Finance? No, I have just repossessed it. I have just repossessed it, but I will have to find out the price. How to find out the price? There was original purchase price for that buyer. From that original purchase price, if I minus depreciation, I will get the deemed purchase price. So Gayatri, what you should do? Sale price minus deemed purchase price. Deemed purchase price will be what? Original purchase price minus depreciation. Ketki, did you understand? Check. एक बहुत ही अच्छा example है. There is one very good example here. Mr. X purchased the motor car on 1st October 18 for 20 lakhs. Very closely you see this example. 80% of the purchase price of the car was financed by Easy Finance Limited. When I tell you that look at the question objectively, you should first see what is the question. Question is value of taxable supply of the second hand goods. Who has repossessed the goods? Means actually who will repossess the goods? Because I know the future of the question. The finance company. Finance company is which? Easy Finance. So am I bothered with how much finance they had given? Am I bothered with how much is the EMI? Am I bothered that how much is the default? So please understand, you are right now saying no, but when you go in exam, you get involved in this concept. मुझे नहीं involve होना है इसमें. I don't have to get involved in this. When I read this question, value of taxable supply as per 32(5), I have to understand sale price minus purchase price. So find out from the question, what is the sale price? What is the sale price? Mr. X defaulted and so. The car was disposed of on 10 December for 15,50,000. So do you agree that sale price is 15,50,000? जो चाहिए वो क्वेश्चन से ले लो. What you want, extract that from the question. ना कम ना ज़्यादा. No more, no less. Nothing more, nothing less. 15,50,000 is selling price. What is the purchase price? We don't know purchase price. We have to find that. 20 lakhs can we take? No. 20 lakhs was original price. Now friends, comes the question that when was it purchased? It was purchased on 1st October 18. And when is it sold finally? 10th December 2019. Remember carefully, Pragya, I have to calculate number of quarters including part thereof. These number of quarters are calculated according to section 2 subsection 92. मतलब क्या होता है वो? It is according to calendar months ending ending 31st March, 30th June, then 30th September, 31st December. तो आपको क्या देखना है? What you have to see that 1st October 2018 to 10 December 2019, in between these dates, how many quarters are there? So पहला क्वार्टर होगा 31st December 2018. ये हो गया एक क्वार्टर 31st December 2018. And if I directly jump 31st December 2019, वो हो गए 4 quarters. But 10 December, on 10 December only I have sold. So is last quarter getting completed? No. But still you have to consider part of quarters. So 5, and depreciation is at 5 percentage points for every quarter or part thereof. So 5 into 5, 25, minus 25 from 25% from 20 lakhs. From 20 lakhs, when you minus 25% of 20 lakhs, you will get 15 lakhs. 15 lakhs is deemed purchase price for the bank, means finance company. So assessable value will be 15,50,000 minus 15 lakh, that is 50,000 rupees. Agreed? Now imagine, my dear friends, if such question is asked in the exam, what do you think, out of 100 CS students, how many of them will be able to solve? Think. You will be one of them. That is the privilege. Going 2 steps ahead, going 2 steps ahead, I want to, I have to given you here calculation. I want to tell you logic behind 5 percentage points. So pay attention. In GST, the depreciable life of asset is how many years? So remember, in GST, depreciable life of asset is 5 years. Those especially new students, pay attention. 5 years is depreciable, assets life, 5 years. Sachin, got it? 5 years means how many quarters? 5 years means 20 quarters, because 4 quarters in 1 year. So 5 into 4, 20. You have to depreciate 100. So 100 divided by 20. What is 100 divided by 20? 5. So 5 percentage points you will depreciate each quarter. Agreed? Why I told you this logic? This logic will also be helpful in ITC, in topic of input tax credit. Don't forget it. Day after tomorrow it is helpful. Clear? चलो, shall we go ahead? अब कोई ब्रेक लेने में फायदा नहीं है. You did not remind me about the break. It is already 9:53. Now no break. Now the time for break is gone. Now what? I'll give 15 minutes break, then continue for 15 minutes. Doesn't make sense. Acha, you don't need it. Wonderful. I also never thought of having it. Just अभी एकदम watch के ऊपर, you know, I had a look at watch right now. So now mostly we are about to end this topic, but एक बहुत ही अच्छा क्वेश्चन करने के बाद we'll end the topic. और कुछ principles rules बाकी है. Some rules are still pending. 32 you can tackle. 32(6). It is for voucher. The voucher's value will be the assessable value. Means against that voucher, what you are entitled for, the value will be what you are entitled for. Okay, I have given you example here. Mr. and Mrs. B purchase 5 gift vouchers for 10,000 each from Raymond's and give them as return gifts to children and their parents on their son's birthday. Determine value of supply. So against one voucher you can redeem something of 1,000, and there are such 5 vouchers, so assessable value will be 5,000. Clear? Same way you can go through second and deal with that issue. 33 I want to deal with the last. 34 is what? When there is a transaction in foreign exchange, how will you determine value in terms of rupees? Is 34. So when I talk about services, it is according to generally accepted accounting principles. The rate of foreign exchange is to be taken according to GAAP, generally accepted accounting principles. When I talk about goods, it is to be taken according to customs. Sir, valuation of vouchers and free samples are same. No, 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 no. For free samples, price is not the sole consideration. Rule number 27 will apply. Open market value. Yes. For 30, no, I got it. From your face reaction, I got it. So that is the advantage, that no need to reply. I was telling you 34's goods valuation, how to find out goods value when imported goods. So you have to go to customs and find it. So that will be dealt in customs, right? Actually the rate of exchange is notified by CBIC, Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs. Fine. And 35 is what? 35 is to be read in connection with 15 to A. Means assessable value includes any taxes other than GST. Means GST is to be excluded. Now how will you exactly calculate how much GST is to be excluded? Or second way of understanding rule 35 is how to calculate value when given value is including GST. Then that value is to be assumed as 100 plus GST. Yes, correct. Cross multiplication, or you can say unitary method. So if value is 1,18,000 including GST at 18%, then value will be 1,18,000 into 100 upon 118. In short, friends, when question is asked of valuation, normal question, including GST figure is given and you have to exclude GST, then in the note you can write that as per section 15 subsection 2 clause A, assessable, read with rule 35, or you can say as per section 15 subsection 2 clause A, transaction value shall include any taxes other than GST. Further, according to rule 35 of CGST rules, value when including GST is to be taken as 100 plus rate of GST. So GST will be calculated as follows. See how impressed examiner will be. This person knows the allied rule also. See, you have to have this, I won't say gimmick, but you should know this trick and how to exhibit the knowledge which you have. As simple. I will tell you one simple thing. Is it possible for you to know the 100% syllabus to the extent of 100% accuracy? If anyone says yes, then I will quit teaching. You start teaching then. It's not possible actually. No one can claim it. So what you know, you make sure you exhibit it perfectly. So someone had asked me the question that is it okay if I don't write subsections? See, it is okay. Out of 5 you will get 4 marks. Getting it? On a given day out of 5 you will get 4 marks. But if you write with subsections, advantages you will get 5 out of 5. Further, your next questions which are checked, there will be a mental impact on the examiner and he will unknowingly give you half of mark extra. You are getting my point. Finally, computer is not evaluating your papers. Your papers are evaluated by human. And if he sees that this person knows sections, subsections, explanations and what not he knows, he will have a high impression about you. And few things where you are, you know what I am saying, where you have not flared very well, there also you will end up getting half of mark extra. And that counts. It's about building your impression. Right? Chalo. Last thing for today, pure agent, rule number 33. Okay, believe me or not, this question we had covered. One second, huh? Your what? This has stopped. What? Chat window has stopped. Why it has stopped? Because at 10 o'clock my mobile goes on a sleep mode. It doesn't know today's exception. Wait, I will have to set that exception. No audio, stop video, chat. Yes. Okay. So, pure agent. What is pure agent? See, anyone could be pure agent. I don't have to be agent to go under this pure agent category. Point is, I am your chartered accountant and for you I am spending something. Liability to pay tax is yours, but you are not in India, you are not able to pay the tax right now, so I am paying on your behalf. So who I become? I become pure agent. Did you get the point? Yes. You are company secretary. For your client, you are paying some ROC fees. So you pay his ROC fees of 5,000 and then you give a bill to your client saying total fees 7,500. Breakup is like this: ROC fees 5,000 and my fees 2,500. You are now acting as a pure agent. Assessable value should be 2,500 because you are allowed to exclude amount which is recovered as pure agent. But obviously, I am not saying this has to be done compulsorily. If you give a bill of 7,500 to your client, not bifurcating how much you have recovered on his behalf, then directly accessible value will be 7,500. Got the point? Not everyone will have guts to show the client, because sometimes incorporation fees are 5,000 but you are giving a bill of 25,000. Now if you show to the client 5,000 incorporation fees, 20,000 my fees, client will say what is this, justify, why 20,000? Better you say 25,000 all inclusive, client will not ask you bifurcation. If you give 25,000 all inclusive, accessible value is 25,000. If you bifurcate 5 and 20 and 5 is incurred as pure agent, accessible value is 20. Did you agree? Did you get it? What is the real meaning of pure agent? Now see, so all technical terminologies you can go through, they are also discussed in the solution of this question, they are also discussed in the notes. What exactly is this question? See, one time what happened, this question I covered in the revision batch, asked as it is without changing figures in the exam for 10 marks. Now what they can do, change the figures. Okay, this is a classic example of pure agents question. See, Rolly Poly Manufacturers Limited, registered in Mumbai, is manufacturer of footwears. It imports footwear making machines from US. Rolly Poly Manufacturers Limited wants to avail services of Rudra Logistics, a licensed customs broker with its office at Ahmedabad, okay, in meeting all legal formalities for getting machine cleared from the customs station, right? So Rolly Poly Manufacturers is going to avail the service. It is going to avail service of Rudra Logistics. Rolly Poly Manufacturers Limited also authorizes this logistics company to incur on its behalf expense in relation to clearance of imported machine from the customs station and bringing the same to its warehouse at Mumbai. These expenses would be reimbursed by Rolly Poly Manufacturers Limited to Rudra Logistics on actual basis. This is a very important statement. The client, the recipient of supply, is going to reimburse the expenses to supplier on actual basis. Means here supplier is acting as agent and doing some expense on behalf of recipient of supply. In addition, Rolly Poly will also pay agency charges to Rudra Logistics. Okay. Now see, Rudra Logistics raised an invoice in July 2020 as follows. How is the invoice raised? Agency charges 5 lakh. Unloading of machine at Kandla Port, Gujarat 50,000. Charges for transport of machine from Kandla Port to Rudra Logistics Godown. Charges for transport of machine from Rudra Logistics Ahmedabad Godown to warehouse of Rolly Poly. Custom duty on machine, dock dues, port charges. Whatever I have not highlighted, that all is incurred as pure agent on behalf of Rolly Poly by Rudra Logistics. So whatever is incurred as pure agent, will it form part of accessible value? So rule 33 authorizes to exclude it from accessible value. Like in your case, they were telling you that if you show the ROC fees separately, don't include it. Same way you will not include it. So please exclude it. In short, you will charge GST on 5 lakh plus 45,000 plus 50,000 plus 2 lakh. You will say, sir, why to add these three things? Mind you, these three are expenses incidental to supply. Means to give this agency service, friends, to give this agency service, I had to stay in a hotel, I had to eat in the hotel, I had to travel, and I had to do the telephone. So to give my output supply, I had to incur these 3 expenses from my pocket. So they are actually incidental expenses. So what happens with incidental expenses? Incidental expenses should be included. Yes. It is like this. I'll tell you one example. Because this example is in the terminology of customs. I'll tell you one example. As a CS, to do some audit, in your field, what you did is you traveled from Pune, you traveled somewhere in Sikkim. So you will say that my audit fees are 50,000 and my traveling expenses are 20,000. So assessable value cannot be 50,000 now. Now assessable value will be 70,000. You cannot bifurcate your expenses and give to the client. That is not called as out of pocket. Now for this same person, this audit report has to be filed with ROC, and for that filing, which is a statutory requirement, you paid 5,000 and you recovered it separately from the client, and that audit report was to be filed by client only, but on client's behalf you have filed. What you did is you took ROC of the you took this DSC of the director and you filed it on behalf of client, and you paid from your pocket 5,000 rupees. This is what? This is your agency amount recovered as agent. This will not be included. Clear? Yes, correct. Amount recovered as pure agent. So I hope you got the difference between out of pocket for giving the service and out of pocket on behalf of the client. When it is on behalf of the client, exclude. When it is for giving your service, include. Agreed? So in this case, your answer is going to be 5,97,000. Agreed? Yes. And one more thing I want to tell you, that there is one more question. What would be answer if Rudra Logistics directly charged 13 lakh lump sum for clearing the imported machine and did not give any bifurcation in the invoice? Then assessable value will be directly 13 lakhs. Because if you go through conditions of claiming exclusion as a pure agent, condition is that it should be separately stated in the invoice. Did you all understand? Yes. So friends, I hope that now the topic of valuation is much simpler for you. Yes. Thank you very much. If you are watching this video on YouTube, please don't forget to comment on how you found the video. Has it helped you? Has it given you confidence for this 10 marks in your exam? I am sure something of minimum 10 marks is going to be asked from this topic. Hence the 3 hours dedicated to this. So thank you very much. If you are watching this on YouTube and if you want to continue with the batch, obviously from session 2 to session 8, we are going to keep it on the private app. So it's a paid batch from session 2 to session 8. Obviously, for obvious reasons I told you in the first session, that I want your commitment to watch all the 8 sessions. Thank you. All the best. Keep up the zest of studying, and enjoy the things that you are doing. Marks will automatically follow. Bye bye. Good night.